Hmm.
Oh, last day to name your plant.
Hmm?
Last day to name your
Yeah, I think so. Good evening. Good evening. And God bless you. Good evening. I am Ian. This is my lovely wife.
Rachel.
We are of Big Family Life in the Simpson family home and 4Fs with the Simpson family. The 4Fs representing faith, family, food, and fitness. Faith because we believe we can do all things through Him who loves us. Family because aside from God, there's nothing and no one more important on this earth. Food because food is medicine. Mm-hmm. And fitness because we believe that overall wellness can be achieved by pursuing and maintaining a strong mind, soul, and body. Hence 4Fs to manifest your best life by grace under God. What's on? Good evening, Eric. God bless you. The agenda tonight is real talk. We're talking. What did you do today, Eric? Since you've engaged so quickly and readily, God bless you. Mm-hmm. What did you do today, Eric, that made you smile? That is the agenda. Let us know, please. What did you do today that made you smile? Because on Real Talk, we're working on a theme here. And the idea is that happiness is a choice. So if happiness is a choice, and possibly we've identified that our current situation or our circumstance, we are unhappy in it. Even if we're a little bit unhappy, we can be completely happy. How do we get from being even a little bit unhappy to happy? Well, we respectfully suggest that the first step might be to identify the small little things that give us happiness and feed into those. The small little things that make us happy and feed into that on a daily basis. So in regard to that, we say that, what did you do today, my love, that made you smile?
Oh, what made me smile today?
Mm-hmm.
I had a nap.
Naps are important. It's so funny as a child. I think as children we hate naps, though. Toddlers especially. I remember baby at 5. She's like, I don't need a nap. It's like, yeah, you do, sweetheart. You're turning into someone I don't recognize. You need a nap.
Yeah, so I had a nap. Mm-hmm. However, like the reason was this morning I was jolted out of bed because I actually believe now that when kids say the dog ate my homework, mm-hmm. the dog's actually, or the dog. Our dog actually got into some of my paperwork and chewed it up this morning.
Chewed it up right good. She's in her bed this morning just having a good old monk.
Yeah. So
there was money in there. There was papers, Jordan's resume.
Yeah.
$20 bill. May God look over you and your family and keep them safe, my friend. Great seeing you happy. God bless you. We received that. I mean, wow, what a power. Oh, my goodness. Right back at you. Mm-hmm. I mean, may God bless you today, tomorrow, forever. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. We received that. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, my love.
Yeah, so that's what made me smile today because I had to make up for my morning jolt.
Yeah. Yeah, she got into it.
Yeah.
Mercedes did.
And, yeah, I think that was...
Good evening, Carla. God bless you. What'd you do today that made you smile?
Hey, Carla. Mm-hmm. What about you, baby? As we wait for Carla.
And Eric and our friend on TikTok here, Faye, what did you do today that made you smile? And so... what made me smile today is that after supper, our sister came by to pick up. We had ordered something for her, and she came by to pick it up. And as we were leaving, I mean, seeing her just always gives me joy. She's my older sister, Andreen. And hi, good evening, God bless you. And she came by today, and that if that wasn't enough. A huge woman of God, just huge faith. And I mean, the two of us get together and we just pour into each other, and it's just fantastic. And if that wasn't enough, I asked her what made her smile today. And actually, it occurred just as she was on her way over after work. She said she had a long, hard day at work. And, you know how you can be after a long, hard day at work, a little bit tired, a little bit frustrated, annoyed, whatever. And on the way over here, she said that she was driving along, and it's a beautiful, a little bit chilly, but it's a beautiful day, early evening. And she happened to see a goose and some goslings. Mama, Papa goose and some goslings. And they were crossing the street. And for whatever reason, in that moment, she just saw God. Hi, Pop. God bless you. And IG, our day has been blessed and highly favored. And she said she just smiled. It just, in that moment, she just smiled. And she just looked up and she just said, thank you. I needed that, you know? And I mean, those moments are just so precious because it's just those small little things. Just this is such a small little thing and that's such an interesting occurrence because we love that because we can exist outside of time somewhat by grace. However, people are in such a rush nowadays. Motivational Miller, good evening, my brother. God bless you. Thanks for stopping in. You know, people are in such a rush nowadays that we fail to just take time for the little things in life. Just the precious moments, right, Pop? Just those little precious moments, like some geese crossing the street. Mama, Papa geese and the little baby geese waddling along, you know. I mean, if that doesn't put a smile on your face, I think maybe you need to just slow down. Not judgment or condemnation. That is not a statement of judgment or condemnation. I'm just suggesting to you that maybe you're moving a little bit fast and, you know, slowing down just a little bit would enable you, if you're able, enable you to appreciate some of the finer things in life. Because when you put, like, that occurrence can be such an inconvenience, but when you put God first in your life, then you see his hand in everything.
Pop says exactly, in keeping their distance. I already ran into that. I got chased by a goose the other day, so I admire from afar.
Sometimes you do. And IG said, I just finished work and I see you guys on TikTok. God bless you. We appreciate that. And bless your family for spreading the love. God bless you. We received that. Thank you. I very quickly, motivational, if you're still here, did you deactivate one account and start a new one? I thought, yeah, you know, let me know. However, we got some people in here. So that made me happy. That made me smile. Pour it into my sister and have her pour into me, and us encouraging each other in God's name, and not just because it's my sister. It could have been a complete stranger, you know, but my sister in God and in blood as well. And that made me smile hard, and I'm still on a high from that, if you would.
And you're getting cookies tonight.
And I'm getting cookies tonight because when we first started on this track, I made a list, and the 3 things on my list, cookies was number 1. Cookies is one of those things that make me happy, and I feed into that. I do. Identify the little things that make you happy and feed into that. Carla, what did you do today that made you smile? Go ahead.
No, and I just love that, you know, we were having a conversation as I was in the house, and just as she was leaving, it was choosing love.
Those were her words.
Choosing love over everything else. We can look at the negative and just say,
oh no, sorry to hear that, brother. Sorry. Go ahead, my love.
Oh, yeah, you can look at everything with the negative, or you can also look at it through love. And that's how I like to view things. Sometimes I'm discouraged in discourse, whatever, and I try to look at that love within that individual or the situation and not feel diminished.
Right.
Because I know that everybody else is on their journey. Right. And it's not up to me to tell them that they are right or wrong. Right. But sometimes they just want to be heard. And
everybody wants to be heard, don't we?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be heard, you know? Yeah. And go ahead, my love.
No, and so that's where I was going with that. It's just choosing love. And in any interaction, whether it be a negative or a positive, just look for the positive and look for that love. Because, you know, we don't know what somebody is going through. They could be having the poopiest day.
Facts.
And then all of a sudden, they're like an emotional garbage truck, and they just, you know, release it. So it's not up to you to actually carry their garbage for the rest of your journey through your day. Right. It's just look at that love and say, hey, maybe they are having a bad day. It's not me.
Okay. Okay, and that's what love conquers, yeah, and that's what you've been saying, is like to not personalize another person's baggage, because somebody might dump on you, and I think that if I can paraphrase what you're saying a little bit, is just quite simply that when somebody dumps on you, maybe instead of reacting in the moment, because it's so very easy to react. I mean, who wants to be the receptacle of someone's verbal diarrhea. Who wants to? Carla, thank you. Who wants to be recipient of that? However, in that moment, we can try to say, hey, maybe this individual just. And I mean, certainly, I mean, that's a huge ask to say, to turn the other cheek in that moment. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying that we can choose to, we can choose how we act instead of having our button pushed and react. I thought.
I know Carla here. So she
yes,
says,
please.
My kids were fooling around and laughing. Their laughter made me smile.
Right?
Isn't that the best feeling in the world? Especially when you have siblings just interacting on a level of amongst one another, even if you're not even involved, but you're just watching and listening to them, and it's just that's nice, Carla.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Sweet.
Thank you, Carla. Thank you for sharing that. And love does in fact conquer all. I think it's all about me, myself, and I in the world that we live in. That's a true factor, Pop. And Saki says that I like cookies, but I never get any. I wonder why. I don't. The thing is though, like, I try not to feed into my cookies too much.
Where did I find out that Costco sells cookie dough? Is that what it is? And then
cookie dough, and you can make them. Yeah.
There you go.
Or you can train up your kids to bake cookies, and they'll make you for you they'll make them for you like Phoenix is doing for me now. We work. Mom works. I'm a stay-at-home dad, and my job is to spread forward the kingdom of God and to share His message of love and acceptance to as many people as I possibly can. That is my stated mission. That is my stated goal in life. I love that, Pop. Dream without fear, but live without limits. I love that. I love that, Pop. I love that. Yeah. So again, please, what did you do today that made you smile? Because I think that, here we go. Sasquatch takes them all. Is that Chris?
Sometimes you can't take Chris.
Is that Chris?
I just say, I gotta. Are you really married? Because in our culture, Sasquatch is Sabe, and Sabe is a spirit that is not seen. So, do you, in fact?
I see what you're alluding to. No, I think he said.
No, I asked.
You asked him. I'll be as we wait for the answer. If that's in fact Chris, I don't even think that's Chris. Anyways, I'll be praying for the well-being of you and your family. Definitely. Oh, thank you. God bless you. We received that. Thank you so much. We had Costco cookies for dessert tonight. Carla said. So Carla is definitely feeding into her happiness. I love that. And before we go any further, drum roll. Guess what time it is? It is time for Name That Plant. Hey, here we go. Cue the music. Here we go. Name That Plant. I swear I'm married, but I understand the Sasquatch stuff. I studied it. Dope. It's time for your favorite part of our episode. It is time for Name That Plant. This is a corn plant with a C. We have 4 finalists on the naming of the corn plant, and the plant family. That is us. We are. You'll see how I can hide behind this, and I can just snipe. If you want to come through, I love that I can hide behind this guy. And so the names are in no particular order. Corn on the Bob. Corn with a K. Corn on the Bob. Play on words there, right? Dope. Corn on the Bob. Margarita. Sage, and Big Ben. Those are your choices. Please, if you have not had an opportunity to vote, please vote. And we're gonna do the tally tonight, and we'll move on to naming of a different plant with the plant family. How's the snapping? Thank you. How is the snapping? Corn, Margarita, Sage, and Big Ben. Facts. How's the snapping fly trap going? You see, Mom just grabbed it. It's got a fly in there right now. I don't know, man. I'm having trouble. Mom says I need more peat moss. It's interesting because she told me this after I potted it.
I know, I told you.
No, she did tell me while I was potting it. She did. Oh. She did tell me that I needed peat moss, and so I tried to scoop some off the top of the other plants, and so that's how they're doing. And so I have to go get some more. I have to go get peat moss and throw some peat moss in there with them. Because as my wife was saying, they require a great deal of moisture, and so the moisture is able to. I don't like to read stuff. I'm like Tony Stark. Just give stuff to her and let her read it, and she'll tell me. So Sasquatch is a very sacred thing in your culture, and so is my wife. Believe that. Facts,
Perfect.
Chris.
I love that. That
It's
is
so
perfect.
interesting. I saw a TikTok today, and a gentleman, Indigenous gentleman, and he does a kind of thing. He was promoting his thing, and he introduced love green in a home. It's so imperative. He introduced himself as a two-spirited Indigenous person, and I thought that was so interesting because we've had that conversation, and that's the first that I heard. Hi Santana, God bless you, thank you for stopping in. Hey guys, follow my friend Santana, please. She puts out great content and she's very funny. Yeah, she's great. You guys will love her. And so, the conversation about being two-spirited, and Chris, you'll be familiar with two-spirited. And for those of you that are not familiar with two-spirited, I'm going to get out the way and allow my wife to tell you what it means to be two-spirited in Indigenous culture.
Yeah, so two-spirited is that you walk in two worlds. So it's the male and the female roles within society. And I love that you're able to, the fluidity of being two-spirited is that you're not, I know, like growing up myself, I feel that there was no judgment placed on individuals within our communities. They were just whoever they were. That is who we knew them as. However, I've noticed like recently it's a lot more judgment. And I just feel that individual, they actually have more, like their role kind of goes in both. So they can be that protector, but they can also be the nurturer. And I love that about that, two-spirited individuals.
And it's so interesting because that was the first time, and I mean, I don't want to use labels. And a two-spirited individual, very quickly, God bless you. We received that, Santana. Thank you. God bless you. Back, we'll tell the kids that you said hello, God bless, and say hello to the family first as well. Sorry, I need to go back on call, back in surgery. You got more important things to do. God bless you. Go with God. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for stopping in. We'll be here if you decide to come, if you're
Tomorrow,
able to come back. And we'll be
8
here tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Time. We're starting late. We're here around 8-ish. Island time, 8 island time, Chris. 8-ish. Chris, but not as sacred as the Sasquatch I live with. She will scare all people in any culture. Okay. I hope your wife is standing right over your shoulder right now, listening, reading and plotting. God bless you, Chris. We know you love your family and your wife. And so the two-spirited conversation, though, and labels would say that would require me to say that individual might be considered gay or lesbian, right? That's what societal labels would indicate. However, no, I can't speak German. However, if you could tell me something, I could probably mimic it back to you fairly well. I'm pretty good at that. But it's not as simple as all that. It's as you've led me to know. I found it so interesting that within Indigenous culture, two-spirited individuals held could move within the society and had roles, honorable roles within society. As you know, that when we look at how homophobic behavior, if you would, sometimes especially in the past, homosexuals, lesbians were somewhat ostracized.
That was in Western society.
Right.
That's where we get it wrong. That.
And I just found it so interesting that a culture that is probably older than Western civilization, that's fair. And I've seen things that suggest it's the same on the African continent as well. Both cultures that are older than Western civilization. And they would honor these individuals within the society, right? And there was a place for them within society, right? However, I think more modern times, I think there's a certain level of, for whatever reason, and I don't agree with this, right? I don't agree with this. But for whatever reason, there has been a stigma of deviance that has been put on people of a different proclivity that is not heterosexual. There's been a stigma of deviance that's been placed on that to say that that behavior is somehow, I'm going to go ahead and do it. 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 That it's ungodly. I'm a God person. Okay? Please understand that. I'm a God person. And for a lot of years, I actually did preach that homosexuality is an abomination to an affront to the Lord. It says that in the Bible, right? However, the thing is that as a respecter of persons, I have to allow for the fact that everybody's on their own journey. And I think that there's a certain level, there's a certain beauty, if you would, and a certain rightness to the idea that cultures older than our own would honor two-spirited individuals, because, I mean, I think Hollywood has something to do with that. They portrayed these individuals in movies as being engaged in behavior that, for whatever reason, we have this idea that if this person is homosexual, they're going to be hitting on every guy, that they just want to be really free and loose with their behavior. However, a great many of them are in committed long-term relationships that, you know what I mean? So it's this idea that there's a certain level of deviance associated with being different.
So, and I think where you're going there is that a lot of people place judgment on something that they don't know. They don't understand.
Right.
And I think we as individuals have to look at these, is that we are, love is love. Who are we to tell somebody that they can't love?
Right.
A certain person.
That. And if God is love, right?
And then I always go to is like, even within creation, right? We're all created. We're all created different. We're all individuals. We're all given different gifts. And so that's where I start.
Yeah, and it's
creation.
when she shared with me that in her culture, these individuals had typically very important roles like shamans or healers or something. And it's like, well, that's important. I mean, the packaging. Yeah. Let me get at a couple comments real quick, and then we'll dive deeper into this. We'll get Carla, give us a second there.
And I need you to go back as to what brought this up.
Yeah. How do you stay so positive in life? That's easy. Happiness is a choice. Happiness is a choice. And we consciously work at it every day. We consciously work at being happy every day. We've identified a great many things that make us happy. For instance, our plants. And we feed into that. This makes us happy. This fellowship makes us happy. We feed into that. So we've identified the things that made us happy, and we feed into that. And it's so interesting when you start feeding into the things that make you happy, organically, you will stop feeding into things that make you unhappy.
Favorite game. Guess what time it is?
Guess what time it is? Our favorite. Guess what time it is in the Simpson family home?
It's time for lunch.
What's beautiful about your wife's culture is that they all come together and help each other. That's as it's supposed to be. And Pop said exactly, gender journey. And what brought that up was, baby, I saw that. And Carla here said, I need some, I read somewhere that it's like that in other cultures as well. I've read that in India, in Indian culture, it's very much that way as well. And Madame Butterfly situations. Can you expand on that, please, Carla? What is Madame Butterfly situations? It is 8:30 in the Simpson family home, so the littles will start parading through to get their good night hugs and, to be loved on and so on and so forth. And but please don't let this stop the conversation. We keep going. I mean, we pros at this. We can multitask. So what do you mean by...
You can, I can't.
What do you mean by Madame Butterfly situations, Carla? And
I was going to ask that question as well.
Yeah, and when you said what brought it up, because maybe it's a change of heart. Okay. Maybe I'm Jamaican, You see right this right here?
Heals everything.
Heal all. They cure anything.
What's so interesting is that because in our home, like we had the AC on, and then so all this temperature changing, and so a lot of the kids have been getting nosebleeds, and so I feel like
because it's hard to climb down the ladder.
Yeah,
and I almost fell the other night because I had my nosebleeds, and I had to go down the ladder.
We need to get more moisture in your room.
Yeah.
I think that take one of those big Star Wars cups and fill it halfway up with some warm water and just put it on your desk, please. The air in the home tends to be a humidifier. Yeah. Yes, and get your water intake up. Ryder is right. Your water, you're dehydrated. Your body is dehydrated because you're not drinking your water as you should be. We know that's very important. Get your water intake up, please. Yeah, we're looking at Costco, right? Yeah. Costco. We've been looking for one. Abe, of course. We've been looking. Vicks for everything. Yeah. He said Vicks for everything.
Yeah, we use COVID. It with chapstick.
It's like
dry nose.
Frank's Red Hot sauce. We put
it
that
even
stuff
works
on
well
everything.
on cracked heels.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what's in it, to be quite honest. But if you got a cold, or you can rub it on your chest. You can rub it on your back. You rub it on your nose, clear congestion. The kids are using it because again the humidity, so it's helping with that. I don't even know what's in it. To be quite honest, I got one of these days I should read it and find out what's in it. It's even good for you. Yeah, it's amazing. You put it on your feet too. Yeah. Everybody know about some Vicks. Come on now. Everybody know you gotta have some. You gotta have some Vicks, and it's like one of those things. Good night, son. Love you. All right, sweetie. Come on. Oh, hey, say goodnight to aunties and uncles as well, right? Family say, yeah. And this one here, right? This one here. This one here. This one here. Carla, Madame Butterfly Situations. Please expand. And those of you that are still here, what did you do today that made you happy? What did you do today that made you smile? Because,
I think we're... okay.
So no. she said, and then boom, there's the response.
Yeah.
Go
so
see
homosexuality acceptance within our culture. It's the Western culture that ostracized love between same-sex relationships. The hate for girly boys.
Yeah. Yeah. What time do you guys get up in the morning? Well, the littles here are up at the crack of dawn usually.
6, 7.
6, usually about 6. And me, I mean, as long as I'm out to bed and ready to go do our morning workout by 8, I'm happy.
Sometimes you're up at 4. 5.
Sometimes I'm up at 4, 3, 2. I do most of my research at night. That's it's quiet. I just you never know when motivation is going to strike, right? So I encourage you to have a notepad and a pen on your nightstand at night. Have a notepad and pen on your nightstand at night. Oh. And if what you can remember, it's been a while. However, Callie would like us to do an update on her sunflowers. We had to repot them because I had all 7 of them in a little tiny pot. It didn't work so well. However, it's warming up enough now that we're gonna go this weekend and we're gonna put them in the backyard. And she's got 7 of them, and we got a little box back there, so we're gonna plant them in the backyard and see how they go.
And I wake up.
Oh, one died?
I wake up about anywhere between 6 and 8. However, now I have to be getting up at 6. So
no, you gotta go to bed at 3 already. Love you. Yeah, no problem. Come up with it. Love you.
I struggle with getting up in the morning.
I don't.
He doesn't. He can just jump up and be starting.
Hit the day running.
And then
hit the day running.
And then I have to get up and have a coffee, go get some fresh air outside, come back, have another coffee.
Yeah.
For me, it's just when I wake up, I kind of want to sleep in because I never get enough sleep. Yeah. I'm just it's bright outside. What if it's time?
Yeah.
I need to get ready and all that. And then I walk out and it's 5 or 6, and I was
yeah. Love you.
And then for me, when I try to wake myself up, and then I just lay there for a couple of minutes. Yeah. And I'm time to get up.
And that was one of the things too with the plants, right? Is to improve the air quality in the home. We're working on it because we've got a bunch of snake plants, and we hear they do wonderful things for the air quality, and all the kids have some in their home, in their room now, in their room now, and I have actually 4 more that I have to repot tomorrow and put more, and then we're working at holistically and naturally improving the air quality in our home, because as much as we're able to, we'd like to do that without as naturally as possible, as organically as possible.
So Pop said here, smile is the sunrise rising. And then Smart Kid, you heard Justice in his theory of getting up.
Do a ponytail?
Huh?
Want to do a ponytail?
Okay. Okay. All right.
No, she's pushing her limit. It's already 8:45.
Mom said no.
It's bedtime.
Next time, come up earlier. Come up earlier, please.
They're getting later and later as the
They
sun
are.
has been.
They are getting later, and you see that? You see that almost got played. That almost got played. You see how that worked? That was about, sure, kiddo, I'll braid your hair, and that'll give you another 15 minutes of daylight. You know, it's already 1:45. Like, they're really pushing their boundaries here. Yeah, oh, wow, that almost got played. Busted. Yeah, you're in trouble.
Then Carla says, I have humidifiers in each kid's bedrooms for nosebleeds.
Yeah.
And I think that, we're going to improve with the plants, but I think that's something that we need to...
We've been looking, we've been priced it. She's very, I don't know why she's usually very good about when she identifies that the home needs something, and then we go shopping, we just get it. However, for whatever reason, she hasn't been happy with the humidifiers that we've, he played me, right? She hasn't been happy with the humidifiers that we've seen, and we have been shopping for them, so. And then some of them can be quite costly, right? And then when you're talking about getting them for 5 bedrooms, right? Like, I mean, yeah. 6. So, yeah.
Maybe we should just put Kleenex in every room.
Maybe you should just finish what you're doing and go to bed. I mean, you've been washing that lid for like 5 minutes now. Come on now. Shoppers Drug Mart sells them. Okay. Thank you. We'll check them out. The shopper. Can we order that? We're that family. We order everything online.
Well, actually, I can. I think with my PC Optimum, I can order.
I used some of your points the other day, though.
I know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was upset because at the grocery store I have a medical condition that prevents me from being able to use it. Yeah, Amazon, right? Yeah, facts. Yeah, I am such an Amazon whore. I'm sorry. I'm an Amazon whore. I serve a living God and He's a provider. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I saw a TikTok that they said that you can do this thing and you can check how much you spent on Amazon from when, I don't want to. I don't want to know how much we spent on Amazon. They made it too easy.
And the thing is, the girls will actually they're hooked up like on their devices, so they have my Amazon, and then I'll go look in the cart, and then there's like a lot of things.
Hey, good
their
evening,
wish
Winter. God
list
bless
is
you.
quite big, so
Like, for instance, Phoenix had a birthday the other day, and so Mom just bought her cart. We just bought her cart. We paid for her cart. Whatever. However, having said that, there's a level of trust there because the children, for instance, Phoenix will regularly go over what is in her cart with us. And just because it's in her cart doesn't mean that she's gonna get it. So we are blessed and highly favored. How are you? What did you do today that made you smile? Oh, hey, Alicia. God bless you. I didn't even realize that was you. How have you been? God bless you. Thank you for stopping in with us again. How's hubby? Any closer to kids? Twins, right? Twins, if I remember correctly. Twins, right? They run in your family. What did you guys do that made you smile today? I got mine from Shoppers. Oh, there you go. There's 2 votes for Shoppers, baby. We're gonna have to check online. We are blessed and highly favored. How are you? And so Amazon made it just too easy because I like to shop, but I don't like to shop. I don't know what that means.
I know. I don't
know what that means. I like to shop.
I don't like going in a store anymore.
She doesn't like going to a store. She never. Good night, baby. Love you. The anxiety is real. Social anxiety is real. So that's perfect for us that we can still shop. And then the thing with Amazon is they're so grimy. Bezos is so grimy because their packages come before everybody else's package. So I mean, it's like, okay, I guess I'm ordering from Amazon because I can. And I mean,
It's like you're in like 2 days.
Yeah, and then, Amazon Prime is a real thing. Like, come on now, and deliver in 2 days with a smile too. And then the thing about Amazon is, I love Amazon. Let's say I ordered, good night, love you, this book, my Bible. Amazon will take this Bible, put it in a box, because the Bible came from whoever it came from in a box. They will take that box, put it into one of their boxes with bubble wrap all over it, and then ship 2 boxes to you. It's horrible for the environment, but it's convenient as all get out. I love me some Amazon. I'm not even gonna lie. Do you find the wait time is a tad longer now? Yes. Don't know what's going on there. However, Amazon wait times have fallen off. I think maybe the other companies maybe are getting pissed off. Be like, you remember that movie Get Shorty with Cedric the Entertainer, and he played a record label exec, and they kidnapped the record label exec, and be like, why aren't you playing my records? It's kind of like that. I think that the other places, FedEx, and they're like, why aren't you shipping our packages? Everybody else is saying to FedEx and why aren't you shipping our packages? How come Amazon getting up? So what? For whatever reason, Amazon packages are taking a little bit longer. For whatever reason, don't know why. Here's an interesting thought. Saw this the other day. Jeff Bezos is worth $800 million, $800 billion, right? $800 billion, right? So that means there's only 7 billion people on this planet.
We did that when you said
Yeah. He could give everybody $1 billion and still have $800 billion. Make of that what you will. He could give everybody on the planet $1 billion and still have more money than everybody else. Why don't he? Why not? Isn't that an insane thought? Like, honestly though, I can't even quantify that. I can't get my head around those kind of numbers. I can't, that's not even real. It's just, just pulling money out of the ether. The stimulus check that they signed in the U.S. a couple months back was the same amount. They could have given everybody $1 billion and still have money for infrastructure, and then that's we're all good, right? Everybody would be everybody be good. Math is wrong. Okay, go correct me, because if there's 7 billion people on the planet and he's got $800 billion, he could give everybody $1 billion. That's only 7 billion out of his 800, and that should leave him with 792 billion. I don't know. Well, if he's got 800 billion,
I'm actually
okay, and there are only 7 billion people in the world, he would give everybody $1 billion and still have $793 billion.
Okay.
Right? I mean, if I'm wrong, please, I don't want to be wrong. Help me out. I don't want to be wrong.
That would be 700 billion.
Well, if he had 800 billion.
Wait. Oh,
we're in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
My brain hurts. I'm like.
This is my friend took AstraZeneca and he's been farting nonstop. He hasn't slept with his wife for 4 weeks. I'm sorry. No, why am I laughing? Oh my gosh. No, I'm hoping that's a joke.
Jokes.
Okay, jokes. Okay, everyone would get $1. Everyone would only get $1? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Everybody would only get $1? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
If I give you $1, oh, okay, that's why that's a problem then. That's why. Is that why that's a problem? Everybody would get $1.
I knew something.
Well, that ain't no damn good. 7 billion.
Give me my dollar.
Everybody would get $1. Well, that's no damn good. What if he gave everybody $1 million? How much would that leave him? How much would that leave him if he gave everybody $1 million? Wait, okay. There's 7 billion people.
Okay.
If you give everybody $1 million, okay? If everybody get $1 million, that's still 700 billion. That's all his money. No, that's 700 million. No, if everybody get $1 million, that's still 700 billion. That's 700 billion, right? If everybody get $1 million? 100 billion left. He would have 100 billion left. Carla said he would have 100 billion left if he gave everybody $1 billion.
But what about his wife? His wife already took half of it.
Shoot. That's right. We forgot about that.
She's good.
but no, still though, I mean, it's a worthwhile thought. He could give everybody $1 billion and he'd still have $100 billion left, and he'd still be richer than everybody else. And then if you look at it, check it out. 800 people would get 1 billion. Only 800 people would get 1 billion.
Well, 1 million.
And what about a million? Help me out here, guys. What about a million? My heart's in the right place, but clearly my math is atrocious. What about if we gave them $1 million? What if we gave away $1 million of Jeff's money? We're giving away Jeff's money tonight.
I love you, baby.
We're giving away Jeff's money life tonight. What if we gave everybody $1 million? If we gave the 7 billion people $1 million, how much money does that leave Jeff? Because we can't make him destitute. But the thing is this, check this out. If everybody had $1 billion, what do you think? And this is the problem with the idea of reparations for black people. Because the minute that you give black people reparations, guess where the money gonna go? Anybody?
Back to Bezos. That's where mine would be going.
Gucci, Fendi, Prada, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Jaguar. So the minute that black people got reparations, a great amount of that money will go right back into the system. True story. And if you gave, do you guys play the lottery?
I intend to sometimes, and then I forget.
I mean, yeah, not a big gambler for whatever reason. I've tried.
I think we still have like a ticket that we won $20 on.
Yeah,
it's still in my wallet.
You see, maybe this is what is at the heart of why I don't gamble. Maybe this is what is at the heart of the reason why I don't play the lottery. Maybe, I don't know. The idea of the proverbial carrot being hung and dangled in front of your nose, right? Because you say that, for instance, in the States, and it's not that way here in Canada, but in the States, like some of those Powerball lottery numbers are just ridiculous, like $250 million. Boom. Congratulations. It's difficult for me because it's a question of morality. That plays a role, right? That plays a role. Not judgment or condemnation. Live your best life. If you do that, that's great. I don't know. It's so hard. I don't know. I don't like the idea of being enticed. I used to play the children's lotteries, the HSC children's lotteries. Number one, because I believed in the cause, and number two, because I thought that the odds were a lot better, and I liked the idea of playing better odds. And I didn't win there either.
And only if you have a horseshoe up your bum, you're good.
Yeah, I don't consider myself a very lucky person in that regard. When it comes to gambling, I'm not I know people that win at everything, right? And then we all know of the lives that it's ruined, right? We all know that. It's like any other addiction, and it's so interesting. No, not yet. It's so interesting because as an addictive personality, I've tried gambling, and I think I came to the conclusion it's just too expensive. Go.
So
800 people would get $1 million. Damn.
Would get $1 billion.
800,000 people would get $1 million.
And
that's
then
it.
800,000 people would get 1 million.
Yeah. 800,000 would get $1 million. That's it. We got a problem. Jeff need more money. Jeff need more money. If Jeff either Jeff need more money or he need a partner to jump on this with him. Good evening, Grandma Debbie. God bless you.
Hello.
If he like, for instance, now if he jumped in with like the Queen of England, and the two of them together.
But then she's got other stuff she has to pay back first.
She got other stuff that she got to pay back. She owe for before she can jump on with Bezos. She got a debt to settle with the African continent and the North American continent. Hey, how you doing, Daniel?
Hey,
God bless you. Thanks for stopping in. Went fishing today. That made you smile. Did you catch anything? Did you catch anything? We're trying to spend Jeff's money, but I think here's it. Jeff, if you listening, check this out. If you gave that money away, guaranteed it's coming right back to you. Guaranteed. Okay, if you give the average person $1 billion, What they gonna do?
$1 billion.
They're gonna spend it. They're gonna spend it. There's a caught a nice fat largemouth bass. Nice. Tend to view net worth wrong. If Bezos were to sell 5% of his AMZ shares, he would lose all his. Yeah, you're right. I tend to view net worth because I don't put a great deal of value on money. So, as you can see, because I mean my math was way off on this. Like I mean I wasn't even in the right area code, not even the right stratosphere, not even the right solar system, right? But I don't put a great deal of value on money. There are, thank you, God bless you, receive that. There are a great many things that I value more than money. And I'm not wealthy, I'm not rich by materialistic standards. However, I am wealthy beyond measure. Wealthy beyond what I deserve. What did you do to, hey, hold on. 1 second, please. We've got some business here to take care of. Hang with me.
We need the name today. Is
We
it
need
today?
the name. Today is the final day that we're carrying over the votes for Name That Plant. Today's episode of Name That Plant. Oh, I'm showing its bad size. You see there, it's got a little bit of wear and tear in there. I wonder if I have a bug. I'm gonna have to pay closer attention. So this is a corn plant, and the names to choose from are corn on the bob with a K, corn with a K, corn on the bob, margarita, Sage, or Big Ben. Those are the choices, and please cast your ballot, and I would love to hear what you need advice on. We would love to hear what you need advice on. So please, if you're willing to share, we are willing to listen. But please cast your vote. And I have a reminder here that we need June 3rd, we need a 1 year anniversary of the passing husband for, I guess that was through the other day. So we'll have to remember to say a prayer for her. And, because we're God's people and we continue to pour into each other and lift each other up and offer each other encouragement and support as required. I understand. Can you both say hey to Chad? If you don't want to, hey Chad.
Hey.
Hey Chad. God bless you. God bless you. Hope you're having a blessed day, Chad. God bless. I'm trying to have a healthy love life balance. A balance is everything. Balance is everything. Big Bob is a great name. Unfortunately, it's not one of our choices. You're taking two names and putting them together and making a whole new category.
We have corn on the bob.
Corn on the bob.
Corn with a K.
Corn with a K on the bob. That's clever. Corn with a K.
Margarita.
Because Carla thinks it reminds her of a palm tree and sipping Muay Thais on the beach.
Sage. And Big Ben.
Big Ben. Those are your choices. Please cast your ballot. Chad is not having a good day. Chad, whatever you're going through, brother, hold on. God woke you up this morning. That's proof that he's not done with you yet. You're next in line for your blessing. You just hold on, right? Happiness is a choice. So Big Ben. Hey, we got one vote for Big Ben. That's going to make baby so very happy. Thank you for your ballot. Baby is rolling with Big Ben as well. She likes Big Ben, so that'll make her. Hey Dad, it's me. It's been 7 years. You're supposed to pick me up from school and get a PS5.
That's a new one. That's a good one.
Hey, you know what, man? That's clever.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. You made us smile. God bless you. I mean, if you go on troll, be original. Right? And I mean, I think that's some harmless fun. We appreciate you. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. I'm not your father. The DNA test said no. Maury said no. God bless you.
That one.
Please cast your ballot and vote on the Dad, it's me. It's been 7 years, Dad. Where you been? Well, I went to get a PS5 for you, son. I've been working off that debt. What did you do? What did you do that made you smile? Because if on this journey happiness is a choice, how do we get from wherever we are? If we identify that we're maybe even a little unhappy, we can all choose to be unhappy or happy, or we can choose to be unhappy as well. And we all have the ability right here on earth to manifest our best life by grace under God. And so the message for us is simply that by using faith, family, food, and fitness, you can manifest your best life by grace under God. Good evening, Harry. God bless you. Thanks for stopping in. So happiness is a choice. And if happiness is a choice, how do you get from where you are to being happy? And it's quite simply, you say that step one would be to identify the little things that make you happy, and as best as you're able, feed into that. Feed into those little things that make you happy. And you say, I understand and I appreciate that, life is difficult. Life is complicated. We're all busy. However, we make time for the things that are important to us. Mm-hmm. What do you want to add to that, my love?
No, it's just I hear my puppy crying. I don't know what's going on.
Why is she downstairs crying?
No, she's...
Is she locked up?
I think she's locked up.
No, that's probably why she's crying.
But she was just locked up because Bentley was getting trained.
Oh, so it's time for her to be...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fifi! Well, if you want to piggyback that thought, and I'll go get her.
Oh, I'll go get her.
You want to go get her? Okay, and I'll continue with the thought then, quite simply. So once we've identified the little things that make us happy and we feed into those things, I think organically that we'll find that once we're feeding into the things that make us happy, we will organically stop feeding into the things that make us unhappy. And so, yes, you can't forget to bring Mercedes out when you're done your training, please.
She got into something, so that's why she...
Thank you, sweetie. IG, you're back. God bless. Thanks. How was the surgery? They didn't need you after all. God bless you. Thank you for coming back. I used to smile, but nobody told me I have to pay for rent. I used to smile, but no one told me I have to pay for rent. Well, the thing is that you shouldn't. You say that. Don't allow people to live rent free inside your head. Don't allow people to live rent free inside your head. Right? So come on, folks, we're having a conversation here. Tell me what you did today that made you smile, and please cast a vote if you hadn't had an opportunity to pass a vote on the corn plant, corn with a K on the bob, and Margarita, Sage, or Big Ben. So then once you've identified, and you says that, we've identified the little things that make us happy. Okay, we're working that step. We're working that step, and things are going good. We're pouring into that. And then we find that we're feeding less into the things that make us unhappy. Okay, you say, okay, coach, we're pouring into that. I think we're doing really well. Maybe we might be ready to identify step two. What's step two? It says, they needed me because I'm the main sergeant. Got you, IG. God bless. Hopefully that means that thing. Oh, geez, yeah. You see, she's smaller than Bentley. However, Bentley he's very much more aware of himself.
Agile.
Yeah, and she just don't care.
She'll just take all the cords.
Yeah, she don't care.
Can you see my comment?
I'm sorry if I missed it.
We got Big Ben.
Oh, Big Bob is a great name.
Big Ben. And you needed advice.
Yeah, you needed advice, but we didn't see anything else after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so apologies if you could take some time and re-put it up because it didn't come up. Apologies. So then step two might be that, and step two is tough. And you might think that being that we're God people, that step two might be develop or cultivate a close and personal relationship with God. However, it was a mess job, eh? Oh boy, yeah. Hopefully everyone involved is okay. A huge smile and laughs. Grandma Debbie said, in a lot of pain today, so watch videos on my grandchildren when they were little. And yeah, sorry to hear about your pain, Grandma Debbie. Hold on. You're next in line for your blessing. Prayers for Grandma Debbie, family. Prayers. She's in some discomfort today. So prayers for Grandma Debbie. So step two, I wouldn't, because even as a God person, especially because I am a God person, I realize that, that's a huge step for a lot of people. I've come to realize that acknowledging and accepting God in our lives, that's a huge step for certain individuals, and a lot of individuals just aren't there yet. Yes, Grandma Debbie, God bless you. And a lot of individuals just aren't there yet, and that's fine. That's fine. It's a journey, and everybody's entitled to go at their own pace, at their own speed, right? And it doesn't matter when you come to the banquet, your reward is still the same. That's in the Bible, right? And so I'm not going to say to you that step two is cultivate a close personal relationship with God. That'll come later. However, step two is tough, because step two is to try to disassociate from a need and a desire to be right. That's difficult. So I've replaced my need and my desire to be right with a need and a desire to not be wrong, which in my mind is completely different. Because in my need to be right, I'm trying to sway someone to my opinion. In my desire to not be wrong, if what you're saying makes more sense than what I say, then I'm forced by my nature to accept your truth and replace it with mine, or replace mine with it. To just call me here very quickly, sweetheart. I'm extremely skinny and I cannot seem to gain weight. I wanted to start steroids. What's my advice? Don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy. Don't do it.
Protein.
Don't do it.
Just
don't do it. Don't do it. Now, I mean, love the skin you're in.
Mm-hmm.
If how old are you? I need to know that before I can go any further. How old are you? Now I'm on my way home now because it's 33. That's IG. And I'm on my way home because it's 3. Oh my goodness, it's 3:07 in the AM. God bless you. Thank you for spending some time with us. I mean, you tired, just come out surgery, and you back with us. Wow, humbled. God bless you. My idea of how to deal with any advice on how to deal with narcissistic personality types? It's kind of what we do.
And this is one of the things what I've come to realize is don't engage.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, because even if you're right, you're still wrong.
Right.
So just don't engage.
When dealing with a narcissist, even when you're right, you're wrong.
You just zip.
You know what though? And that's in fun. We can say that in fun and everything like that. And so to remove the humor from that situation for a moment, and we can look back on our present situation or look back on our past situation and smile about it and take the power and the pain away from it because we're so far removed from where we used to be. However, for the individual that's still in that pain, that is not to belittle your pain. That is not to diminish your pain or to tell you that you're foolish or anything like that. Life is complicated. We overstand. It took me 25 years to unentangle from my situation. And you, my love?
17 years. So, yeah. I just feel that's the best advice is don't engage. Because the thing about narcissistic people, they tell you what you need to hear. And then over time, they become a different person. And then, that's where you see a lot of the clashing in there. So once you've known them more, you see a lot of the red flags. Just don't engage. Don't engage with any argument, whatever, because you're wrong.
And that's such a, if I may, my love. And again, here's a dose of reality. Here's a harsh dose of reality when dealing with a narcissistic personality. You don't even need to engage, and they'll get themselves going on their own. Like you say, here's one of those euphemisms that I love. It takes two to argue. Can't argue by yourself. Well, you've never been entangled with a narcissist. They can argue by themselves, and they do. And they will escalate themselves, and you could be sitting there mute and dumb and mum, and they will take themselves through every level of escalation, and you're just sitting there.
Yeah, they argue. They leave the room, they come back and argue again, leave the room, come back, and they've had the whole argument all by themselves.
And sometimes in their own head. Mm-hmm. So, if you are enmeshed with a narcissistic personality, the only advice that we can give is that you can't change them. You cannot change them. I think that I was with a narcissistic personality for as long as I was because a great part of that was that I believed that I could help. And I'm a fixer by nature, so yeah. What if they turn every person in your life against you? And they will in fact do that. Mm-hmm. They will in fact do that. Right? They will, in fact, do that. Babe, you gotta say something.
No.
Yeah.
And that's the lived experience. That's one of the things that for me, it was hard for me to even understand and wrap my head around that certain people will believe that person because of the manipulation, the narrative that was created. And eventually it's just, well, or just cut them off. And if that person believes the lies, whatever, well, you're cut off too.
What are you guys having for lunch? We had for dinner, we already, what do we have? We had spaghetti. Fifi made spaghetti for dinner. It's wonderful.
Oh, and then I had,
What do
you
we
made
have?
me full breakfast
Yeah,
for
we had
brunch.
a late brunch. Yeah, we had a
Yeah.
brunch. I made her. We had hash browns, eggs, turkey. Yeah. Can you see my comment? I think TikTok is blocking my comments. No, we saw your comments, and I think that we saw the one from before where you asked about your comment on steroids, and I had asked in return how old you are, because before I mean, my advice, it's not going to change my advice. Don't do it. However, possibly I could help you with a plan to naturally enhance your body, its shape and type. However, in order to help you better, I need to know how old you are. That would help me. And you don't have to give me a number. You can give me a ballpark as well. Preteen, teen, young adult, my age. I'm going to be 50 this year. That would help me better give you advice on how to get to where you want to be. Because GQ Jordy with the good hair, if you go on our YouTube platform, you can follow his progress. He last year he came into his size. He grew a foot over 2 summers, and now he's 6'6", when he was 5'6", and so it was a big adjustment for him. And we've been training for an entire year. He's put on about 20 pounds of muscle, and his shoulders have broadened out, and he's a slight individual. He's a slim guy. He's got a slight build, not a lot of body fat, not a lot of bulk or mass. However, he is stronger than he's strong. And that's the size, I think, is overrated. Size is overrated. So yeah, be fit, be healthy. 50, you look 30. God bless you. Thank you. 50 is the new 30. Faith, family, food, and fitness to manifest your best life by grace under God. It all plays a part. It all plays a part. Right? Happiness is a choice. I'm a young adult and I look like a child, and that's got to be tough.
Enjoy it.
Right? Because
Enjoy it. Because they stopped carding me now, and I'm over 30. I was actually pretty sad.
Male or female? Male or female? Young adult, male or female? Skinny.
I don't think females take steroids, do they?
Yeah. Yeah. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. They do. Hey, how'd it go?
Good.
Okay. The boys are back from playing some ball. They said
And
they had
Mercedes
mail. Okay.
is so happy
So
to
here's GQ Jordan. Slip in for a quick second, please. Slip into the frame for a quick second.
Excuse me.
Holy.
Say
going
hey,
on,
what's
you
up?
guys?
Yeah. So
TikTok,
yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, what's going on?
See, come in closer. I
My
mean,
bad.
yeah. So you can see why we call him GQ Jordy with the good hair, right? Those are natural curls right there. So Jordan, how much did you weigh last spring? Your last basketball season? How much did you weigh?
175, I think.
175, and you weigh what now?
190. around 190. Around 190 now.
So 175 to 190, so that's what, 15-20 pounds of muscle, right? So we don't do a lot of weight training. We do not do a lot of weight training in the Simpson family home. What we do is because I believe that I'm working on a theory here that I believe so. When you do a lot of weight training, I feel like, and I've done weight training and resistance training, cross training, I've done that for a lot of years, right? And I feel like when you do weight training right away, that you add muscle to your body, right? You add muscle on top of your body, right? You develop muscle like arms, and they sit on top of your body. That's what I found over the years of my own personal training. The way we train now, because we didn't start with weights, we have a few weights. I have a 25-pound dumbbell, an Olympic bar, and 2 35-pound plates. That's the only weights that we have in resistance bands, right? And because we started just doing push-ups, sit-ups, chin-ups, dips, and body weight manipulation, right? We started from the bone up, right? We started incorporating the muscle into his structure, right? Because he's young, he's growing, right? So then we can fuse those joints and those tendons with solid muscle from the bone up. So now that he's got that baseline to work with, that good solid foundation of having what I like to call real world man strength. Because if you're not able, I don't care how many plates that you can. I know guys, and I've seen guys in the gym that can push 3 plates, but they can't do 10 pull-ups. You're unable to manipulate your own personal body weight. You don't have real world strength. You have gym strength. You have weight room strength. And that does not translate into real world strength. In order to have real world strength, you must be able to manipulate your own body weight first. And then once you're able to manipulate your own body weight, and you say you're a young adult, which says that you're still growing, you're still developing, right? You probably haven't reached your max height yet. Your shoulders are not as wide as they're going to be. And so when you can arrest that process by overtraining with big weight and arrest and harm that process, because your bones are still growing, the joints are still, as a young person, right? 16, 17. I don't like introducing young people to weights before 16. And even then, you know what I mean? It's like I'm big on body weight manipulation, right? And then once you're able to manipulate your own body weight, then get into the gym and build more muscle onto that frame, because you cannot build a house without first taking care of the foundation. So the advice I have for you is to work your foundation and then start building your house. Because if you're a slight guy, he's a slight guy, but strong as all get out. Shoulders are nice and wide, muscle development in the back and the chest. Check the videos, you'll see it every once in a while. He take his shirt off. He's shy though, but yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Why are you still here?
My bad. Yeah. Wait. Let's go.
Yeah. See ya.
Gotta work out to get in.
Yeah. Right. At what age does a person stop growing? Typically, they say men stop growing at about 21. Thanks, Jordan. And women stop growing sooner than that. Typically. However, true story. I knew this young guy, and he was like, I didn't see him for a few years. When he was taller than me to begin with. However, he's like, call it like, he was like 6'1". And then I saw him again a couple years later. I'm like, dude. He's like, what? I'm like, you grew. He's like, I know. Big smile, right? Big smile. He's like, yeah, I put on 2 inches. I'm like, he's like, I know. I'm in my 30s. I'm like, so there you go. Birdie saw him. God bless Birdie. A shout out to Birdie, Jay, our people. He saw him the other day as well. I haven't seen him in a couple years. I saw him, and he's over 30, and he grew. So, right? Yeah, everybody's different. Everybody's on their own journey. Everybody's an individual. I'm above 21, so I guess I'll look like a child forever. No, you will not. You will not. That will continue to change. That will, and you know what? Be happy about that, because you're gonna reach a point where you're like, oh my God, I'm 50 and I look like I'm 75, possibly, right? Carla, God bless you. Good night. You gotta go. We appreciate you so much. Thanks for stopping in. God bless you.
Thank you, Carla. See you tomorrow. And it is already over.
We're wow.
Yeah.
We're an hour in already, and Mom is getting sleepy.
I like it. For me, it's like I need my schedule.
Schedule is routine is everything.
Routine is.
If you hadn't had a chance to vote, please cast a vote. Corn on the Bob, Margarita, Sage, or Big Ben. It is name that plant. And before we wrap, we're gonna tally the votes, and we're gonna go ahead and name this plant.
No, those are.
Tamir, I hope that we were able to help you out with some the advice there. I hope that we offered you some encouragement.
Grandma Debbie, I was 12 years old and I hit 411, and that's it.
Wow. Good things come in small packages, Grandma. Good things come in small packages.
I heard that short people actually are more feisty and more independent.
I've never heard that.
I've heard that.
I hope that helps. Big Ben wins. Okay, thank you for your vote. Thank you for your vote. Thank you for your vote. And I hope that advice helps, because you know what? Here's what I say to you, and I'm going to talk directly to you right now. It's just a shortcut. Steroids. It's a shortcut. You can get there on your own. Yeah, I mean, hard work and prayer. Hard work and prayer. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I mean, I've been doing this. That's what my dad said. Good things come in small packages. I've been doing this workout game for a lot of years, probably since I was about 16 years old. And when I got out of jail back in 2017, 17 baby, yeah. I was feeling kind of lazy, and I was like, man, I'm just not getting the gains that I want to get. And so yeah, I dipped my toe into it a little bit, and I started experimenting a little bit with it. And I was like, I think that what's important to understand is that I'm a different personality. Like my mind works differently, I think, because I had to reconcile if it was the pills that I was taking, or if it was the power of my own mind that was enabling me to lift more weight. And I was able to lift more weight. However, that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for a change in my body, an immediate change. And I think that that's what happens. I think that if you think that you're going to start popping pills and then you're going to have an overnight change, if in fact that you're able to do that, those steroids are probably more dangerous. The quicker the change, the more harm they do to your body. Yeah. I would strongly, and whatever you decide to do, I mean, you're on your own journey. Whatever you decide to do your research first.
She's gone.
Do your research first. Whatever you decide to do your research first. However, you can, hard work and prayer. You put into work. It's not as fast as maybe. However, it's infinitely more rewarding, because you know that you did that. You did it, not the pills that you're taking. Yeah. So let's tally up these votes. I have 4 votes for corn on the bob. Okay. I've got 7 votes for margarita. I have 1 vote for sage and 6 votes for Big Ben.
Margarita wins.
Margarita, Carla. I think that she checked out. She had said goodnight already. However, Carla, Margarita wins. We will.
Put your lime in.
Yeah, right. You put the lime in the banana. No, whatever. We're gonna pick another plant starting. Maybe we'll start Monday. Monday we'll start with a new plant, and so Carla, and Monday's session we will try to bring some kids in and get some kids to. This one will be for the kids. And then they'll nominate some names, and we'll send out. Tell your kids to come check us out. We'll send them a Roblox card or something. We'll send them.
No, we don't.
Roblox
We don't
card.
approve that game.
Oh no, we don't. We don't support Roblox.
No.
Copy that. We'll send them. What are we gonna send them?
I don't know.
PlayStation. Just
No, we'll talk about it.
Apple Store.
We'll talk about it.
Copy that. Okay, we'll have something as a surprise, and we'll have something for Carla as well. And yeah, last words, my love.
No, I'm good. Yeah, thank you guys for coming to join us, Grandma Debbie, Carla, and all the people on TikTok, and Pop.
So it says that Tamir is like, it's just my mind. I've been trying to gain for years. Just felt like giving up. Hold on, don't give up. I mean, don't give up. Because I mean, think of the sense of accomplishment that you're gonna have knowing that you didn't give up and that you got there on your own. You'll get there. You'll get there. Don't ever give up, because at the end of the day, you're giving up on yourself. How you gonna do that? Come on now, you're worth it. You're worth it. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. Go get that. Hard work and prayer. Hard work and prayer. There's no shortcuts in life. And when you start taking shortcuts, run into problems. Hard work and prayer. It's worth it. That's what I wanted to add. That's your advice. And I mean, it's just advice. Do with it what you will. God bless you. We love and appreciate you. And as become our thing to do here, we'll close with this blessing for you and your family. Romans 15:13 on. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Good night. God bless you. We love and appreciate you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Amen.